Joy is so phony.
I'll consider myself very sweet.
Like, come on. Like, you think you're genuine?
Hey guys, today we're talking Farmer Wants a Wife, episode 3. But before we begin, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
Yeah, that's right. Tap that bell.
Mm-hmm. So, another episode, guys.
Yeah, man. It's getting good.
And this time, they're going to a football game.
Going to Clemson.
Go
South
Sports.
Kakalaki.
Go Sports.
Go Sports.
Yeah, some of these women, something tells me they're not used to going to sporting events.
No.
So, we got a little shout out for Go Sports.
That's
we got...
I want to get out there already. Go Sports.
They don't seem to know how to high five, really. So,
Oh, was it Mitchell? Who was left hanging? It was Nathan. Was
Nathan got
left
the thing in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
so
What do you do?
I don't know. What do you think of this
They
episode?
look like they were having fun. You know?
Yeah.
Sure.
No, I mean, I thought it was a good episode. I thought, Reba, man.
Reba.
Oh, man, we're just going right into that. Sorry, Reba.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up with Reba?
You gotta live
She
it.
can't hide it.
No,
she cannot, like, I don't know what the other girl's name was.
Joy.
Joy. No, not Joy, but the other girl that said she can tell that she doesn't like Reba. Or Reba doesn't
Really
like
like
Joy.
I think it's pretty obvious to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, yeah.
She's not being subliminal about this.
No, the
Nah.
facial expressions, like, and then obviously the comments, but yeah, she's not hiding it well.
I don't know why she cares so much specifically about Joy. And Joy
Right.
ain't doing anything to really draw attention.
At least from what we're seeing, anyway.
Yeah,
what they're
she's
She
showing
says
us.
it's
smiling.
the authenticity. Well,
Right.
that's the
her
thing.
name is Joy.
She does make it. Her point is that no one smiles and talks all the time. No
Like
one
Joy
has
does.
a constant smile on their face, and Joy just does. And she explains herself. She's like, and that, if you don't like it, that's a you problem, not
Yeah,
a
not
me
me problem,
problem.
This is who I am. If you think that's fake, I'm sorry. That's you problem, not a me problem.
Well, it's like Reba, girl. You gotta be confident in yourself, right? You're a beautiful woman. You know, just let joy be joy, and you be you, and just whatever's
Exactly.
gonna happen is gonna happen. You know.
But like she's at a point this episode, like where she doesn't even look like she could put that aside and have fun.
No,
like,
she ain't.
it's bothering
Anytime
her.
she's like staring at her, catching footballs, all this other kind of stuff, and I don't
She
know.
intercepted a football.
Yeah,
I
that's right.
think.
She intercepted it, but she ran in there and caught one.
Got it, yeah.
And I'll say that's a pretty good catch. I can give you that, Reba.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's a good catch for sure. But just calling her out right there in front of everybody like that, and it's just like, and you could tell it kind of caught. I mean, everybody, like we said, the animosity is there. People knew
Yeah.
it, but like the fact that she just out in the open just said it like that, everybody was like, ugh,
And that was the first time I saw Joy not smile.
right?
Yeah, so
Well, it's-
you did wipe the smile off of her face.
It's
It's
bringing
true.
tension to the group unnecessarily.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And I kind of like Reba, but not when she's like this.
Yeah, no, I like Reba. Yeah,
she
I do
has
like her,
some
but-
good moments, but she has some bad moments.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I
Because
think-
that's just the negativity is not. It's not helping anybody. Right?
I don't think
So-
she does well in a group dating situation.
No.
Like not everybody can handle that, and I just don't think it's the right situation for her. I think maybe if it was just like a dating show, it was just her and him,
Yeah, it'd be
then
fine.
maybe. But
Yeah, and she does get called out on it, and she seems to apologize.
Yeah, that was cool.
And, Joyce seems to forgive her.
Yeah.
But
No.
can Reba put it aside?
I hope
Yeah.
so. I mean, I hope going forward that it's it's a little more mellow between those.
she does apologize, and in her little interview, she does kind of say she needs to dial it back. She may have taken it a little too far, but her body language while she was apologizing wasn't very apologetic. It was like, yeah, I'm sorry.
She did have a little bit of a breakdown, so...
Yeah, she did. Yeah, I mean, I feel for her. Like, I mean, it's got to suck being in, fighting over a guy with 5 different women, right? It's got to be crazy and it's got to suck, but at the same time, you signed up for it, so it's like, just let everybody be who they're being and let him see you for who you are, right?
And I think
So-
Joy handled it pretty well.
No, I think she did. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. They're playing a little cornhole, and Mitch pulls Sydney off to the side for a little picnic
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did.
by the pond there.
Yeah, and I like Sydney, dude. Sydney's cool. I think she's a sweetheart. She's a beautiful girl, and I like those two together. I do.
Yeah.
I
They
think-
talk about hunting, and he said, that's my natural habitat.
Mm-hmm.
She said that's her natural habitat. And he's like, well, it can be our natural habitat.
Yeah,
I mean,
she's
they
into
have
it.
Good interest or common interest for sure.
Well, it was good enough to spark some making out.
Yeah, that's where she screwed up.
I already know what I get with you now.
That's where she screwed up because she went ahead and gave him the good goods there. That's right. And then when it comes time to pick the next date, he's like, I already got to kiss Sydney. Let me pick somebody else.
And Sydney's feeling pretty good from this
Oh
moment.
yes,
yeah.
she is. Yeah.
So she's pretty high on the horse.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're a good couple together. I actually think she's probably the front runner at this point.
Oh, I think so as well. And and again, that's she was pissed off there whenever he chose the other girl, rightfully so. But it's like, well, you gave him the nice kissing and stuff. He's like, hey, I got a taste of that. Let me go taste something else.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, and that's the thing is like these guys are they picking because they want to spend more time with the person that they're being drawn to, or they're trying to rule out somebody in a way. You know what I mean? Like get to know somebody else. Okay. Maybe I do need to rule this person out, or maybe I need to consider this person. So that's kind of how the guys were looking at it, right? When they were choosing their date. It's like, well, I already know I have a connection with this person, so I don't need to go on the one-on-one with them.
Well,
but yet it's a downside for the girls.
At least
exactly.
that's what Brooke tells Ty when he pulls her aside. She's like, look, I feel pretty confident, but you should probably spend some time with some of the other girls that you don't have a connection with to kind of see what's there.
Yeah, and Ty was like, hey, I appreciate that, man. He's like, I love this kind of attitude,
Mm-hmm.
She's like, we'll be
You agree
together
with
in
that?
the end. You just like check them off your list, and then we can get back to it.
Do I agree with that? I think I like her.
It's
I like
confident.
I like her confidence. I like her security in the situation. Right? She's not being insecure about anything. She's like, hey, I'm secure in who I am. You go test those other girls out. So good for her.
Now, here's another weird moment. Like, Brittany checks in with Mitchell, and she's like, hey, I just kind of want to check in with you, see where we're at, and I want you to know I'm here for you.
And then he's like, I'm not on the same page with it.
Yeah, I mean, he handled that pretty well, though.
I don't know if he handled it well, because I felt like he did her a little dirty.
I don't know. I agree that I don't think she would have done well on the farm, and that's his thing. He's like, look, this life isn't going to be for you. You may be here for me, but you're not here for my lifestyle.
But it's early, and like at least maybe give her the common decency to wait out until like he's been given an option. But I get like there's something like we aren't making a connection. But I just think it's kind of rude to dismiss a girl like at this event, and she's like, hey guys, I'm leaving. Sorry.
Yeah, but we've seen girls in the last season get dismissed at events like that before, right? But
Yeah.
but I do kind of wish he'd have given her a little more of an opportunity. But he's absolutely right. That the country life ain't for her. You could tell right off the bat. Like she would not fit in on that farm long term.
What else is he going? When she does this, what else is he really going to do? Is he going to be like, well, this is my reservation, and then I guess she could have tried to reassure him, but I don't think she would have had the ability to reassure him on that.
Exactly.
He could have given her the opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
And then he could have been like, we'll see. But then he's just really dragging it out.
Right.
And
Exactly.
he didn't seem to want to really listen to hear her out.
No, not really.
Because she's being cool in this moment. He's like, yeah, about that.
Well, she's really cool, and he wants to be her friend.
Yeah, he's like, hey, we can be friends after this. I was like, yeah, sure you will.
We're going to still be friends, right? Like, okay.
I'll give you a call after this is all said and done. We'll go get a burger together. We'll go hang out.
Yeah, and she's the only one to get eliminated this episode. So
Yeah.
Well, they didn't even give him the option to eliminate anybody else, right? So it was just kind of...
So now they're having to choose another one-on-one date.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Well, but what he did, remember though, at the very beginning of this episode, when the dudes are all talking together, the other guys were like, they were talking about who they eliminated. Of course, Ty eliminated somebody, and right off the bat, he did mention Brittany. He's like, I didn't. He's like, I didn't eliminate anybody, but Brittany's kind of like, I could tell this ain't, this lifestyle ain't for her. So you kind of,
maybe he had already given her that chance.
Maybe. And we
Well,
just
it
get to see
doesn't show him like pull her aside this time. She's just kind of like leaning against the wall, like waiting around, and she's asking others like, "Hey, what do I do?" And she's like, "What's stopping you from going to talk to him?"
Yeah.
So that's what she does.
And then she keeps asking. She's like,
Thanks for that advice.
You got me kicked off the damn show.
this is your fault.
But yeah, so they have to choose more one-on-one dates, and then Mitch, he goes with Kait instead of Sydney.
I mean, poor
Like I said, man.
Sydney is like looking there. It's just like, as he's describing the girl he's choosing, she's like, that's me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was awesome.
He's talking about me.
And he's like, Kait.
And she's
then,
like,
and then the
oh,
look on
no.
Sydney's face after, I was like, oh, dude, that's classic. Because you gave him up the good goods. You gave him a little making out session there. No, that was
Billy
that
says,
was your
don't
downfall.
give up the good goods,
That's
okay?
right. If you want the one-on-one date, don't give up the good goods before the one-on-one date.
So now, and Nathan goes with Rachel.
Yeah.
I like that.
I did too. I mean, it showed them connecting a little bit and talking. There earlier in the episode. So when it showed that and them connecting, they were sitting there talking. I kind of was guessing maybe he was going to pick her.
Yeah.
And I'm glad he did. I'd like to see how they connect, a little bit more there. So
yeah, and Ty goes with Amy, and like I said, he was kind of like feeling her the whole episode. So
yeah, that was good, man.
Yeah, their picks make sense except for Brandon, I guess. I don't know where that one came from.
Yeah, right.
Grace? I don't know.
Like I thought for sure Brandon was gonna pick Joy, and and I wonder if he didn't just because like he's like I don't even want to hear it from Reba. So like what, I want to pick Joy, but I don't want to hear it from Reba. So I'm just gonna pick somebody else.
I would love to have seen like the face Reba makes like if he would have chose Joy.
Oh yeah. That'd have been nuts, dude.
So I don't know if that would like reignited the fire with her or what.
Well, I don't think Brandon wanted to see that face.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So now
he just went with a safe bet on that one.
So
exactly.
He hasn't eliminated anybody yet.
No.
Is Reba in trouble being eliminated next week, you think?
Dude, I don't know, man. I mean, because I like Reba, but I just don't like her attitude, her insecurities.
So what do you like about Reba?
And that's really what it is, insecurities, and it's just like, man, just let go of those insecurities. Just let him, let him be him and just see all you for who you are, and he'll pick whoever he wants, and you could be that if you weren't making the scene like you are,
Yeah, I mean, they seem to have a pretty good connection when they're together, just one-on-one, but
right, exactly.
she doesn't do too well in this group environment.
No, not at all. And that's another thing too, man. And when we see it in other shows, you get people that have these types of insecurities coming on these shows, and it's like, what, if people like that really shouldn't be on these shows, right? If you got that types of insecurities and stuff, it's like, why are you even coming on these shows when you're going to be put in these situations that's going to be uncomfortable for you?
Well, ultimately, a relationship with the farmer, especially as remote as he is, like it shouldn't be a problem once she's chosen. Like there's not a lot of competition out there, so that's nice. In the end, if she wins.
Oh, if she wins, yeah, right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so yeah, she's got to go through the competition, right? But at the end, she's got a farmer who is not like exposed to a lot of opportunity to step out. So.
Well, and Brandon doesn't seem like the type of dude that's, the go-getter for the ladies anyway, right? So, you
never know.
He's got a lot of them vying for him, so.
You never know.
I mean, he is a goofy dude, but God bless him, man. He's cool. I like Brandon. He's just a goofy dude.
He's keeping it real. He's not even wearing the hat. He's like, I'm not no cowboy. I'm wearing his hat. I'm a straight-up farmer.
But Mitchell's bringing the hat.
Yeah, it is hat.
He found his hat, guys.
Yeah, he did.
So.
Yeah.
He looks good with the hat.
So did your opinion of anyone change this episode?
No, not yet, man. Not really.
Yeah, Mitchell's growing on me more as far as the farmers go. Like, Mitchell was, I think, like the third down for me, third or fourth. And he's kind of bumping up to like first or second.
Yeah, I don't think this really changed my attitude on anyone. Like I said, I think Reba's interesting, and I know Reba doesn't have a lot of fans out there with the way she's acting, but I still
and we'll see this. I mean, yeah, a lot of it's editing as far as what they're going to show you happens. But at the same time, when you're giving those editors that ammunition, you're damn right they're going to use it, right? They're going to show that kind of stuff because they want the drama to be there. So,
and I still don't.
And maybe there was no other issue that day. That was the one small issue.
Maybe.
But when they put that to the forefront of the hour-long show, not even hour, 40-minute show we get to watch, when people are seeing it, that's what they focus on, right? So
sure.
And I still don't know why we have to see Ty really go on dates with anybody because he's clearly going to choose Melody. I'm still on team.
I really like them together, so
I mean, just choose Melody and be done with it.
Yeah, and I think that's probably who's going to choose in the long run. But I am glad he's going on a date with Amy. I do want to see how that goes. So
yeah, I just want him to choose Melody.
All right, guys, that's our show for the week. Maybe next week we might have a special guest. We'll see.
Yeah, possibly.
We got one person that's leaving on a hiatus for a little bit, maybe.
That might be me.
So.
That's right. So we gotta have some fillers coming in here.
Yeah,
we might have some good ones for you.
We'll see.
Don't worry. I'll make sure to comment and add maybe a couple shorts to the channel.
There you go.
There you go.
Hey, as always, guys, we love doing this for you, and we love talking to you. So please tell us what you thought about this episode and what you're thinking about these women and farmers. And hey, as always, we'll check you out our next review. And thanks for watching. Hit that like, subscribe.
Toodles.
See ya.